welcome back. Decisive Campaigns, Barbarossa, turn 11. Let's get this thing over here where I am. It's rough. It's really rough. I've had quite a look at the map. I'm going to attack Odessa again, despite two things. One, the entrenchment of the enemy is pretty good at 100. It's fine, I guess. And but there's not too many people there. Our readiness is not fantastic. That's 78 and above. But I feel like if I wait some more, they're just gonna entrench more. Okay. It feels so frustrating to do this, but we did get a 10x, 11x kill count. I feel like we'll get him next turn. This is a problem. This is a problem. To try and come across here. I might abandon this. I don't know. I'm going to do something first, which I feel like doing, which is getting these guys up. And I feel what I want to do with 17th Army. I still have to block here a little bit, but I want to go to Cherkasy and split these guys from these guys and maybe try and move up a little bit. We're in no position to attack anything until I move that supply base, so it's not great, but it's what we can do. I have wanted to move the 17th Army across this river into what I imagine is a valley here, or a plain, the big river on it, for some time. So we will do that. We're doubled up pretty well in most of these places. I don't see any point in moving anything else right now, other than maybe these Romanians, 11th Army units. I guess they're kind of a target. Oh boy, that 8 is in not good shape. Wow. These guys. Okay, so nowhere near as good as I'd hoped. What I am going to do though is just get everybody over with the hope that I can do this, right? And move the headquarters closer to Odessa to finish it off, and then maybe get over here. I guess I have to do something about this, but I don't know what yet. I don't like any of this. I mean, what are they going to do? Come across there? I might take that. That's fine. This concerns me. This is very weak here. Shouldn't have much entrenchment there. No. So we can attack. The question is, how much have we got in there? Well, that's interesting, but I don't want to use those guys across the river. That's the 73rd. This is 76. Could bring these guys in. I don't know. I don't like any of it, frankly. Yeah. If they do get across the river, it could be an issue. And we don't need this town here. I'm not quite sure why I'm over here, to be honest, right now. Wait, he's pretty beat up. We'll just put him on 25%. Can you? No. Can't do anything. Useful. Can we abandon that? Nope. Just got us stuck. Well, I'll tell you, once we get Odessa, it's going to free up a bunch of divisions down here. I guess I'll do it. I'm not keen about running them across the river from the north here and what that's going to do, but wow. There's a lot of strength in there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Okay, so not a very useful fight. Hopefully this will start destabilizing this whole thing. Either we could cut off these guys from the rear, and once I get my armored divisions moving again, do some fancy footwork here to start encircling and destroying, or 17th Army can come down this way and start compressing this batch. I really need to keep that toehold I've got in front of Nikolaev. This is really, really important. And they have a lot of force there. So that's rough. That's really rough. Okay, I was debating what I wanted to do here myself. I've got relatively strong units. These are conscripts, as have been pointed out. Probably attacking here is the best spot. Whoops. I wanted to turn some of that down. That didn't happen. I had too much attacking force there. Well, I don't know. We're really weak here in the back, and if something happens, I was actually considering moving 6th Army headquarters to here. Yeah, it's not great for this guy. I just don't want them in the frickin' swamp, you know? Well, they can be out for a turn and bitch and moan. That's fine. Probably still getting supply. Oh man, I don't even want to think about this yet. So, do I want to try and cut this off? We actually have a couple extra divisions here, so we could. Here. Assuming. Do we want to do a little shuffle? Okay. Not quite strong enough, huh? I'll try and probably break them out. Let's give it a shot. Ow. Well, that didn't go well for us. This is our weak point. Oh. Would they cross the river with that 261? I feel like they would definitely go after this. Maybe I can pull a unit from up here. Let's move Hugo's unit. I don't want to attack with him anyway. Okay, let's give this a shot. Can I get another? Like Mogilev would be cool, but these guys are really probably entrenched in there. So we can only attack on 3 sides. We're up against 245. This is basically going to be a bloodbath, like whatever I do. I might as well commit everybody. Because I want to get across. And have a chance of getting that bridge remade. Okay. So we actually have some fuel. Because our Minsk supply base is working. I'll put you there. And then which one of these? This is actually the weakest, but I can get the least on it. So 200. 150. I think we'll go with this to start. Let's turn the tanks off. Okay. Okay. More motorized division. Let's move you here for the moment. Well, let's see what we can do against these guys. It actually did help. We'll just send in 2nd Panzer. Yes, we're overloaded. I know. But I need to punch that hole. Alright, we are now officially behind the enemy. Get some of our armored divisions out of there. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I'd rather we be a little beefed up here. Less so here. They're not going to attack me here so much. Just out of curiosity. So we do outnumber them in front of Mogilev. But the problem is their entrenchment is so good. It might be better to wait until we compress them down this way. How many we got in there? 500 almost. So it would be a very even battle right now and not... It might be the time, though. Alright, I'm officially just throwing everything at it here. Alright, our kill ratio is pretty good. We did get the city. I am absolutely concerned about, hey, about where and how we're going to protect these. Boy, no, I got nothing. All right, well, let's take this. And we can probably do it again and knock these boys out. Yep. I'll leave you on this side. Just a shot. Okay. What about you? I don't really want to put you there. I mean, I got a very real problem right now with this basically, but I'm hoping infantry to go into the city. No. Alright, this is not critical that we keep this spot, so I'm going to put them on 25, and if they lose it, they lose it. I'd rather we keep this. Okay. Bit of a risk. Didn't think I was going to do that this turn, but sometimes you just got to roll the dice. And it didn't look like it was going to get any better, you know? So what we have done is successfully cut off this from this, and at least for now, that's important because I could gobble this stuff up in the next turn or two. I honestly am a bit concerned about leaving my headquarters out by itself. They might not be able to get there, but they might. And I just don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to put it in the city because that's an obvious target. But it's pretty strong. I feel that's pretty strong right now. Okay, these guys in the 16th Army are starting to get pretty far away from the supply chain. I usually don't take them farther than this, and I don't even like them in the swamp. Let's see. Okay, so we do have enemies. Can I get you to go into that. Yeah. In Pskov. Okay, so that won't hurt. Is that everyone? No. Let's absolutely obliterate this guy. Whoops. I should have looked. Don't know why I didn't. We didn't get punched too hard for it, though. Okay. And bring back 16th Army folks that we are able. Yeah, you know their entrenchment is really good. How's our... I mean, our readiness is really good. I'm going to give it a shot. Can I get you to... It doesn't make any damn difference. Yeah, about as expected. Oh, I should really be more careful. There. Okay. This guy in there, but we can't attack a headquarters, so we should. Did we kill any staff? Yes, we did, and that is great. I want to get you to move up a little bit, and oh, no, might as well. So it's funny that he can't move up. So there's some strength up here. And we were just reconning. We was just reconning, so we're going to back off if we have to. Alright, I don't even want to look at the Finns right now. Just a thought. Yeah, we got pretty good results. Wow, they're still interested in fighting. I mean, the math is good. The math is really good for us. How many we got in here? 137. Half of that. Yeah, I think we're okay to do this. I don't see any... I don't think they'll attack here. But if they do, I'll make sure that we're ready to go. Okay, that's alright. That does a few good things. Mostly gets us closer to these units so they could defend better. Yeah, I've taken a bit of a risk here. War is risk. Alright, I don't see anything to do down here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put these guys on to... If I have the points left over, I put them on to sustained. These... We could attack this. We could attack this. I just don't see the point at this time. So, I'm just going to back off. And, create a defense line. I didn't see anything that I could chop up, gobble up. It didn't look good. And they're on sustained as well. Alright, let's very quickly do the important things. So, supply base, army group, south. We definitely want to move it to Proskurow. That's going to save a ton of problems. Rail conversion. Yeah, Proskurow, Kiev. Odessa's a dead end. Alright, Army Group Center, we did move it, so we're not going to move it again. Army Group North. What did we just take? It's asking us about Ostrov. No. If I take Pskov, I'll think about it. Because it's on the rail line, right? It's the one that I want. Up to Leningrad. The hell is Ostrov anyway? It's an airfield, I think, isn't it? It's there. So that's interesting, but it's not that far. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like not far enough to make it worthwhile. So we will not do that. Okay, airfield. Well, I think it's way back in Tilsit or something like that, and it is very far back. But I'm going to take Pskov very soon. And I think the hop to Pskov is better than the halfway point of Jacobstadt. So it was good 5 turns ago. Okay. Division commendation, it's only 1 point. Yes, we'll do that. All right. Truck secondment. This is an issue. I did check they're asking for 15 more truck columns to help. Some of this will get resolved in the moving of the supply base, but that's going to take a couple turns. And we have available truck columns in Army Group South. They're just running around doing the regular, Wagner stuff here, right? General Wagner truck stuff. The Panzer Group truck columns are what have been starved here, and they're out by some. So I'm going to give him like 20 or something like that. So we actually do have the trucks to give to them. It'll annoy him, but whatever. I don't care. Let's take 20. So, yeah, it's 1. Okay. I feel like that happened in reverse of the way that I thought. Weird. Okay. Weimar Molders. Oh yeah, this is our Luftwaffe Air Ace. We're gonna transfer him to the Reich Ministry and train our guys. So the field commander doesn't like it. Goering likes it because it keeps his guy alive and trains the Luftwaffe better. I think it's the right choice. Luftwaffe oil allocation. I'll get one of these. It hurt a little bit, but whatever. I feel like I'm going to need it this time around. And the propaganda film. I'm going to staff officer this one. See, you spend the points and they still hate you. So what's the point? I don't know. I don't know what the point is of these. Just to keep making nice with the Nazis? No, thank you. Okay, well, we'll get Goering back. Is that everything? Yeah, and I said... Because I don't think they're going to attack. So, let's put sustained Army Group North, these guys. And I think we're all right. So I don't need them to be gung-ho crazy attacker guys when the Wehrmacht finally gets to Leningrad. Right? It's usually the one we get to first. But I'm happy with what happened this turn for the most part. We did take a lot of casualties. We have a couple of cities that we're trying to take that are just brutal. This risk turned out pretty well so far. Do we have anything left? Yeah. Hugo's division. I'm worried that there's something in here. So, and you can't just walk through the swamp. It's a disaster. Your troops run out of supplies and become immobile after a couple of turns. This is just a disaster, but it'll get fixed. It will. I'm pretty concerned with this whole thing, including this, and this. Maybe this. It is not pretty, but the key is that we hold on to this spot across the river. That's key, and then hopefully we can take out Odessa next turn and be done with it. Yeah, see, we could probably attack like around here somewhere. Maybe this thing. Get some decent attack power going, but there's no follow-up. I have no extra divisions. I got no armor to pour through there. So I think that's it for this turn. After a solid half hour. Been in Virginia a lot. Haven't had time. I've been back here for like 3 days, and then it's July 3rd today. It's nighttime. Yes, I'm making time to do this before I leave, and I'm going back up for the 4th. So I'm going to try and do a couple of episodes tonight with all the accompanying things like the thumbnails. And okay. Yep, they are poking. Okay, that's fine. We'll cut him off and kill him. Not a shock. I think I'm going to abandon that side of the river. It's just too difficult, and having that town doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, we're getting a much more traditional line. Good. Okay. That was one I was worried about. The Romanians stood firm. Their headquarters is right behind them. Interesting. I was thinking that, you know, that swamp would be a denied zone for their armored units, which I've seen a few of, but they got their infantry there, so they can go in. Quite a lot of movement. Okay. You can stop and look at all these if you want. Poor old Ingrid. A bit of a bloodsucker. Jeez. Alright, let's begin turn 12 here. Well, end turn 11, I guess, and have a look-see. So they did a lot of advancement here. I'll probably whack that unit just for the fun of it. As predicted, nothing's going on here. The Vyborg Leningrad front. They are attempting to cut us off here. It's not that big of a deal. I could squish them with what I got. Oh, the police unit's finally here. I think my objective is to surround and destroy this, though. We'll probably take Pskov this turn. Alright. As I said, I'm not too concerned about this. We can just drop down with 3rd Panzer, cut them off, and destroy them while we take Vyborg. No problem. There is a bit of a... I think they thinned out some of their units, their stacks, to cover this. I think... I have a sneaking suspicion these 5 divisions are no longer for this world. That's what I think is going to happen here. Looks like we got to keep this encirclement, so we'll take them out. Also leaves us a good opportunity to attack that before they get too entrenched. I could probably take a poke at this. Alright, the supply base is moving, but it's not going to be there for a bit. We're still not getting fuel. I'm not sure where the air base is. I think it's Lublin, so we're not going to get Luftwaffe fuel support either. So right now, I think the scariest front is the south. I think I'm going to get out of here, unless... they just have so much strength on that side of the river. They did pop out with a few more units here. They're not big, but they are here. I think I'll drive up, surround this town. I mean, that is the rail line to Kyiv, and I need that. So we might take a run at the town as well this next turn. Looks like we got another unit. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but it's happening. Meteorological report, a fifth of a chance of rain. So some more trucks. Okay. Führer conference. I'm gonna go do that. And a chance to recover some political points here, or some happiness points. Okay, I think we're cranking pretty good in Army Group North. I don't think we have any broken bridges. Of course. Oh, we are doing stuff. I don't even know where this is. 3930, okay. Just doing stuff. Minsk. Bit of fuel, not a lot. Here it's still kind of a disaster. So what is happening with these pioneers? 3933. So it's here and here. What do our pioneers even look like? A lot of panzers there. Yep, some big decisions about deployment next turn. Okay. But it's definitely Panzer Group 3 that's going to do most of the work. Alright, staff. Until 118 divisions I've destroyed, like, it's mind-boggling. Still not great on the random number generator. And we're doing good on our strategic, tactical. Logistical is going to improve. You know, I guess I have to get more points to make him happy. Whatever. Decisions. Siege artillery. I can't get it anywhere I want to go anyway. The rail doesn't go there. Alright, pretty high kill count for the last turn. Relative to everything else, it's been quite a bit. 20% almost. Got a lot of people moited last turn. Almost half of our armor in service. Gosh, it's so hard to keep it. You know, it's fine to read the rules and look at somebody else playing the game, but try it. If you want to actually accomplish anything, you gotta use them. Okay, so they didn't counterattack in north or center. Here we have 4 divisions go after 2. And we had to move. And then we had 5 divisions, attack 2, and that's the Romanians who stood still and stayed. Logistics. The fuel supply is pretty low because we're not producing that much in the north. In the center, it's pretty good. I think we had some backed up, and now it's being delivered to the front. In the south, still have this problem. Yeah, so we're in good shape in the north and the center for trains. Trucks, got a lot still. And it's like they don't even exist. So, yeah, I don't think we could really look at logistics at Army Group South until that supply base gets back online. Okay, let's look at our stats. Total casualties. We did inflict a lot of casualties for the 27,000 that we took. Over 100,000. So 5-to-1 kill ratio is not bad. Yep, just turn after turn of disaster in the south. Relationships are pretty good. The political points are low this turn. Trains are alright. We know about the trucks. How are our partisans doing? Uppy downy. Alright, and the evaluations on the weather, that makes no difference to anybody. Alright. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna stay up and do another turn here. Podcast. I have pulled out Jonathan McDowell, who is a PhD. He's a Harvard Smithsonian doctor, and his interest is in black holes. So if you're interested in black holes, he's the guy to talk to. Gets on CNN, BBC, and I've had him on a couple of times. And so I'll link to that at the end of this, and you can check that out if you're interested. Other than that, likes, comments, shares, appreciated. Still, even though it's the middle of summer and still I'm doing a lot of work and a lot of travel, I'm still trying to get this series out. So any support is good support, and I will see you later. Thanks.